today I am at the Summit View community. It's a community by DR Horton. I've been here before. I've had people buy in this community, but they just opened up two new models. Of course, one is their probably most popular model, the Cali, and the other one is called the Madison, and I'm going to take a look at it for the first time. This one's pretty cool because it has a couple of different features that the Cali does not have, and then I'm going to show you the Amenity Center. Okay, let me turn around the camera and let's go inside. Okay, so here we are. I always like to give a little twirl around before I go inside, kind of give you an idea of what's going on in the community. In this video, I'm going to talk to you not only about the prices in the community, I am going to tell you about the HOA fees, the CDD fees, and I'm going to talk to you about location and amenities. So we're going to go into the Madison. This is a 4-bedroom, 3-bath with a 3-car garage. The coveted 3-car garage. Now look at this covered front porch. I love a covered front porch. You can put some rocking chairs there, a tiny little bistro type table if you want. And then we're gonna go inside. This community of homes is built by DR Horton. They are all concrete block construction. Even the 2-story homes, all concrete block. I've had people buying this community before and they are very happy here. So let's just look at this foyer. First of all, nice, wide, right? And then we've got the guest bathroom here. We've got 2 bedrooms right away, right on your right-hand side. It's a good sized bedroom. All right, the prices in this community, they start just under $300 and they'll go up to about $400 right now. They do offer product. There's nothing available right now that is a little bit more expensive. Whoops, my camera went crazy. But right now the price range is $299 to just about $400. So the location of Summit View is at the north end of Happy Hill Road, very close to St. Joe Road. And you are just probably about 5 minutes from downtown Dade City and all that Dade City has to offer. If you're not familiar with Dade City, I'll put up a guide that I made at the top of this video, and you can click on the link and you can download it if you'd like to find out more about Dade City and living in Dade City and the things that you can do. So these are mirror image, basically, except for one has one more window. The interstate from here is probably about a 10-minute drive or so. It is to the west of here. We are very close to St. Leo University. So if you are an employee at St. Leo looking for a new place to live, this might be a good option for you. Or if you have a student going to St. Leo and you want to have a place in Florida to come and hang out with them, you could do that as well. Now let's take a look over here. So we've got kind of a storage pantry closet. You've got a laundry room right here. This is the entrance to your 3-car garage, and you have attic access right there. Water heater is over here. And then I love this for multi-generational living or for guests that come to visit you. Look, this bedroom has its own ensuite bathroom, a full bathroom. Maybe you even have a teenager and they would like to have their own bathroom. Maybe your mother-in-law likes to come for an extended stay. How about that? They can have their own bathroom at the front of the house. Very nice. Always love to have an extra non-primary bedroom that has its own bathroom. That is really nice. This is going to be where the air handler is. And then you come into the living area and the kitchen. It's a good size space. Now the interiors of these homes, depending on where they are in the building stage, the inside design package has been picked out for you. Very popular right now are these non-gray cabinets. Very popular. Have a little warmth back in the kitchen. We saw so much gray and white for so long. Now they're bringing in a little bit more warmth. This is a corner pantry, and it's a pretty good size for a corner pantry. If you've been watching my videos, we see a lot of corner pantries, but this one's a pretty good size. All right, let's talk about the HOA fees. The monthly HOA fee is just under $40 a month. Pretty good, pretty good. Okay. Let's go out on the patio. I love this patio. I love it because it's covered. Look at this. Fantastic. Now that will be a retention pond, so there'll be water in that. Right now we're kind of going through a drought here. But let me step out into the backyard so you can see the back of the home. There is a brand new amenity center here. It has a pool, it has pickleball courts, there are lounge chairs, a little shaded area, and a bathroom. So that is a benefit to you for living here. You get to use that amenity. All right, let's check out the primary suite. By the way, the appliances in the kitchen, the dishwasher, the range, the microwave, the refrigerator, that all comes with the home. I believe there's also a garbage disposal. Now the washer and dryer, you know, sometimes they come with the property and sometimes they don't. And you know what, it's not written down on their sheet, and the sales rep was busy. I'm pretty sure it is included, but we can always ask for it. Remember, if you want to come and see this model, be sure to contact me so I can help you. I know the rep out here, he's not here today. There's usually more than one rep, but I know Mike, and he is fantastic. Was a great resource when I had a home buyer buying in here this past summer. Great guy. Look at this like little nook area. It's kind of nice. Bumped in a little bit. All right, let's talk about your CDD fees. Community Development District fees. That is going to be billed in your annual tax bill once a year, and depending on the width of your lot, 40, 50, or 60 foot wide, will be the price of that. So that's going to range from just over $2,000 a year to $2,800 a year, just a little over that. So that would be put in your annual tax bill. So right now we're going to run over to the Amenity Center, check it out. Hopefully the rep that is in the other model was able to find the key. Otherwise, we'll just do the best that we can to see it. So it turns out the other day when I was recording the amenities for you, I didn't have the sound going. So anyways, I am here early this morning after a workout at the St. Leo University Wellness Center, which I will put a link to in the description below. But we're gonna be able to see a beautiful sunrise while I'm out here with you. So let me flip the camera around. Okay, so I have the camera flipped around, and oh gosh, look at this beautiful sunrise. So this is Summit View, and look, we are actually getting a view. We are at the top of a hill, and the colors are beautiful. especially if you're facing the east. It just is always such a beautiful sunrise. So here's the playground that is part of Summit View, and I'm going to share some of the daytime video with you as well, so that you can see the pool. It's not really lit up super well right now, but I'll share. Just remember, there's no sound on it. But look, this is the pool area. And so what you have here, and I'm going to try and like maybe scooch this in here. Oh, perfect. Okay, so what you have here, you have two different covered areas here with a bunch of loungers around the pool, and then two other covered areas and a bathroom area. And so this is going to, I mean, it's a pretty big pool, to be honest. I can't tell, doesn't look like there's any kind of beach entry there on the other side, but I mean, shoot, for the low HOA fees that you pay every month here, it's awesome. I think that's pretty awesome. And then what else is awesome is, let's go over here. I'm so glad that they did this over here. They have, oh, by the way, this is where you would get your, I think that's where you would get your mail. It might be one of many different mail centers, because that doesn't look like it's big enough for the whole community. They don't have mailboxes. You get your mail at a center. But look here, pickleball courts, two of them, and also a half basketball court right here. So let's check this out. And it's got lights. Look, so you don't have to just play during the daylight. You can play in the evening or early in the morning. Look at this. So nice. So many communities are finally starting to add this, but I think they're one of the first that I know about in Dade City anyways. So that's, I know pickleball is a super popular sport with many of all ages actually, and that's why they added that. And then over here, I think this is just a cover area, but let's just take a look. Yeah, so you have a water fountain, and it looks like there's a walking path around on the back side of the pickleball courts. So you could, yeah, there's a little walking path here that just goes around here. Pretty cool. You could hook your bike up here if you want to, or your scooter. So that about does it for the Amenity Center here, which is a pretty good value for the low HOA fee that you pay. Now remember, I mentioned that I came straight from the St. Leo Wellness Center over here. That is a full-on gym, free weights and everything. And when I left the parking lot there, it was 6:30. I know this because the church bells at St. Leo Abbey were ringing, and then I was here within 5 minutes. So if you need a real gym to work out, that's a great place. I highly recommend it. And if you have any questions about living in or around Dade City, Florida, I am Allison Newland. I'm the broker owner of Platinum Properties of Florida, and I am here to help you, so reach out to me. Now I'll flip the camera around one more time so you can enjoy the beautiful sunrise. So pretty.